Oh my God, guys, I am so sorry. I am late because I was, guys, okay, I don't even know that was up on live. I'm so sorry. I was late because I was doing the other Bravo News talking to Aaron. Aaron called in and I'm late. So, but it looks like everybody came on. It looks like Facebook didn't get rid of me. So, guys, this is Whose Side Are You On? Reality with Krista Marie. And yeah, so I was doing the Bravo News and then went over an hour and forgot that you guys were, that I was doing this. So, who started on? Now let's listen. This is Salt Lake City, and it is coming back tonight, but we're going back from the first episode of the third season last week. Sorry. I'm on Twitter, Facebook. Like, comment, subscribe, guys, please. I'm on Facebook right now. YouTube as usual. Twitter. Sorry. Hi, guys. Everybody that was on when I was just on. Thank you guys for coming. It was live, and I appreciate it. I'll be on TikTok and Reddit as well. And again, this is Whose Side Are You On? So we're going Team Lisa or Team Meredith, and we're talking about the Rage Mike episode and then her apology and what do you guys think? And when she apologized to Seth in the end. What do you think about that? And like why? And if you're Team Meredith or Team Lisa, tell me why. I'm going to give you my side. But listen to this. This is what we get when we first open up. Hi, whoever's on last week. Okay.
You guys are good? Oh. What I've done for the last 20 years is direct response marketing. I make millions. Hey, you got to do what you got to do for money. I'm like the Wizard of Oz. Lisa and I met the first Sundance that I lived in Utah.
Meredith.
I know she has my back. I know she wants what's best for me. I know there's no ulterior motive there. She was like, oh my God, you're amazing. And I just felt the same way about her.
Oh, did you?
I just really like that Meredith is 100% Meredith all the time. She's super consistent.
Did you?
And she's a great person.
Okay.
Heather and I have been friends for years. We are actually cousins. We are bloodline relatives.
She's the best human I know, and she's such a good friend to me. She
So
never
everything.
explodes on me. I can tell her anything I want, critical or otherwise, and I know that she will listen and be
We're going to talk about this. Now this is 2 years later.
Was coming. I just can't lie to you. This is a test for all of us.
I know, right?
Kill myself, Jen. You know what? Right now, not be here. Everything's been taken away from me.
Ugh, you did it. You did it.
I've never confided.
You took it away from me.
Because I never fully trusted you.
I don't blame you, Meredith. You were right not to trust her.
Like normal people do.
No,
Think about
asshole.
your past. You're a friend that way.
Okay.
You are my girl, Heather.
Is it possible you're wrong and making it all about
Is that possible, Whitney?
Show up for your people.
You are saying our friendship is bullshit.
I say your friendship's bullshit.
Trust me, Heather.
You for calling me a liar.
You called me a liar.
You lost me, bitch.
Ooh. Okay. So.
But what people don't know about Salt Lake City is what lies beneath that image of perfection. Let me say that again. This is so nerving.
Okay, so I'm definitely Team Meredith. I've been Team Meredith from the time I've been Team Meredith for a long time because of what they did to her last season. You know, doubting the things that she was saying and kind of taking the heat off of Shaw's denial of guilt when, real quick, guys, I haven't been on a while, but she has pleaded guilty. You guys know that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm Team Meredith because listen, Lisa's apology, okay, like she had 2 months before she even, I can't stand her either, to apologize. Now, in the very beginning, when she's asking Heather for help, I was like, okay, she is sorry. She's admitting that, you know, that she didn't mean any of it. How can she fix this? And Heather tells her how. And I agree with Heather. So she wants to apologize to Meredith. And okay, she's had months and months and months. But then she apologizes. And when she apologizes to Meredith, it's like, okay, Meredith doesn't have to accept your apology. She did, but she doesn't have to be your friend again. She doesn't have to any of that. She's literally not. And I said this, she's not going to ever be friends with Lisa again. Meredith is too, like, I would never be friends with her again. And I mean, listen, the things she said, okay, are they a little like, oh, who hasn't said that stuff? But like, not about your husband. There was the way she said it and the anger behind it. It's like, that's how you really feel. And, you know, and she did say some little specific things about what she was doing and stuff. But anyway, for her to sit then at the end of this, she apologizes to Seth. Now, I'm watching, okay. But to then say basically that she's going to take the apology back because they're not accepting it, or they're not, accepting it the way I don't know what he's just not ready to, like, you know, she can't even explain why she did it. She just said that she was angry. So this is what she says to Seth. I was angry too. I was hurt too. Why? Because she said your house was ugly? We still don't know why she said it. She said because they said her house was ugly. So what were you so angry and hurt about? Because people were saying that she's not your friend? Why do you listen to other people saying you don't know who your friends are? Other people have to tell you? What's wrong with you? How do you not know, like, who your friends are? Like, why do you need somebody to tell you about it's not your friend? So that's where you go off of it. It doesn't make any sense. And then say that, and so of course Seth's like, you're not really giving me much. You're not telling me why you said it. Why don't you just say you don't know, you know, who knows? Say you were angry and you don't know, you got to figure out what you're so angry at, but it wasn't towards them, and that you're sorry that it came out on them. And like, at least, like, I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't like her apology. Her apology sucked at the end. And I don't blame Meredith for putting her business out there, because guess what? Game on, bitch. Gloves are off now. Just saying, like, why is it okay? Like, I know Aaron's probably going to disagree with me. I don't know. But I just feel like, yeah, that lunch, this is all nuts to me. This is all nuts. It's nuts that Whitney is friends with Lisa. It's nuts that I am on TikTok. I just have to, I haven't been on it a little bit, but I'm not on it right now, but I am on it. I feel like Lisa was trying to be sorry in the beginning, but then, you know, when it's not accepted the way that you don't accept her apology the way she wants you to, it's like, all right, well, forget it then. That's not an apology. You're not really sorry. And you don't even know, like, if you just say, look, I was angry. I got to figure this out. It's not like she went to find out why she's so angry. Or I don't know. My whole thing is I'm Team Meredith, because I don't think Meredith needs to be her friend. She doesn't have to forgive her. And yeah, should she be open to her apology? Yes, she was open to it. It sucked. And now, bye. Like, again, don't ever trust her. I would just, Lisa doesn't need her to be your friend. Like, Lisa thinks she's so fabulous and she doesn't do anything wrong. And yes, Lisa, I do think you have a problem apologizing and taking accountability. So the fact that you brought that up is like, yeah, I think you do, because you know that. I don't know who asked you that. You said it in your little confessional. You're like, do I have a problem with this? Well, who said that? You. Well, she said it now. Now she's talking bad about her. They're not friends anymore. Gloves are off. She's not wrong now. Do two wrongs make a right? No, but nobody's trying to make it right. Who's trying to make a right here? The gloves came off. And she's taking her apology back. And she waited 2 months. She waited till they were on the show to apologize, apparently, allegedly. Now, I know that they sat down at the reunion, but then it was, you were that angry because she said your house was ugly. So Meredith has more of a reason to be mad at Lisa, because Lisa can't even figure out. She said it wasn't even, she said, I don't feel that way. She said, I don't feel any of them things. But what are you mad about then? Like, at least Meredith comes with receipts. Meredith said it's her CCC filing. At least she has proof of the things she's saying. And again, like, what are you mad about? And she's, why does she have to accept her apology? Like, do you believe that she should accept her apology, and that if you don't accept it in time, she's just going to take it back? But she can't even give you a good reason why she did it. That's what I mean. Do you guys believe that, like, you know, do you think Lisa has a problem apologizing for stuff? I mean, I thought Jen Shaw had a problem taking accountability for anything. But when she went and took accountability for the biggest mistake of her life, I was like, oh, well, I'll take it all back. Not that I take back the way she treated people, but, like, you know, she took accountability for the biggest mistake she ever made in her life. But I mean, it's kind of like a little late at that point, but yeah, the apology, and that's the thing, I don't think she knows how to even, like, I just think she has an issue. Like, she has an issue admitting when she's wrong. So do I. Or maybe I don't. I mean, I when I don't believe I'm wrong, I have an issue taking it wrong. Like, I think It wasn't a real apology. I just think she has issues with that. I think that she really does love Meredith. I do. I think that she really does appreciate Meredith's friendship. I think she has a jealousy problem or something, or maybe I don't know. I think that she gets mad over petty shit and she takes it too far. And it was like, that's just kind of friend she is. And do I think Meredith should, I don't know. I don't think Meredith should be her friend now. I don't think she should accept her, maybe accept it, but I don't think she needs to be close to her now. I think they need to she needs to give her time. I think that Lisa needs to literally leave her alone for now, because the more you don't accept her apology, the more nasty she gets. And then you're really never going to get her back, Lisa, because you kind of just took it back. If you really want your friendship with her to work, just give her the time she's asking for and the space. On the polls, your side, everybody was on Team Meredith. It was 100%. Maybe, I didn't go back and check the TikTok one, but pretty much everybody was Team Meredith. Meredith being friends with Jen Shah, I guess Jen's actually not getting on my nerves at all. I agree. Yeah, that's another thing. What does John do? You know what I mean? What does John Barlow do? I guess he owns half of Vita Tequila. The party for Coach. I thought that it was way better than last year. I mean, she didn't spend a lot of money. She didn't have to. I think Jen Shah is finally humbling. She's still, we see her still denying it here, but I think when she made that speech and she said, because we're still here, I think she knew then that she was going to plead guilty. So I'm annoyed when she says she's not guilty, but we know that she took account. And I don't know why she did it. I don't know why she took account. This is the thing. You for so long claimed how you were not guilty, right? What happened that you woke up that day or you decided that you were going to take responsibility? I feel that she believed that 15 years in prison was safer for her than being on the street, because maybe she had to turn some people in. Or she just knew at the last minute. I said this for a long time. I feel there's no way she's ever going to walk into a courtroom and still claim not guilty and call them all liars. I don't. I just couldn't see that happening. I couldn't even imagine that happening. I didn't think it was possible. I said at the very last minute, I think Coach is going to, hi, Joe. Oh, I'm so excited Joe's here. I said, maybe at the very last minute, she's going to decide I'm not going to win. I'm just going to piss the courts off more if I do this. And I don't want to make a mockery of the court any longer. And, you have Coach probably saying, good idea, honey. There's so much evidence, or they said, hey, turn in the Kosovo mob or something. I don't know. And she figured that she would do that and then go to prison, which never makes you safe. Your family's not safe if that happened. I don't know why she pleaded guilty right away, but I think Meredith is friends with Jen because here comes the new addition to the family, guys. My little kitty cat. But I think that, hey, kitty. Meredith likes Jen. Knows she made a mistake. And it's just a good friend. Because I see something in Jen Shah. When she's not trying to be Shah amazing, I think that you see why Coach fell in love with her. All right, Joe has a question, Krista. Oh, here we go. Actually, let me read it first. I'm blind here. This is Sterling, everyone. Krista, if you have to pick one, just one housewife, you can't say both. Team Jen Shah or Team Erica Jane to support? Let me think about this. Do I have to believe them? Do I have to believe they're like, do I have to, whatever, I'm going to say, believe it or not, Erica. Like, I would, only because I feel, yeah, I would pick Erica. I don't know why. See, Jen came clean, so why wouldn't I pick her? All right, can I change it? It's Shah. It's weird. It's weird to say that because honestly, I keep saying, like, I see why Coach fell in love with her. I can see Jen Shah when she's not trying to be, oh, bless you. She's not trying to be Shah amazing. She's not step on that. She's trying to be Shah amazing. She's cute. You know what I mean? She's kind of like, I don't know, down to earth. I don't think going to 4,500 square feet was downsizing. It is downsizing, but I don't know. I mean, I don't. Then she said, who's the Shah Squad? Is the Shah Squad her family, or is that the people that worked for her? Because the Shah Squad means she downsized her family. I'm confused. Yeah. So anyway, and I think it was pretty funny that Meredith said that about Lisa's company, but we all thought it was Vita Tequila. I know she did, but see, I'm supporting her because she came clean. You know what I mean? And I don't really know about Erica. I feel like Erica found out towards the end, or maybe not towards the end. You're gonna mess this up for me. Stop. She found out maybe towards the end, or like I wish Erica would just say I found out towards the end, and I it took me a little while to get away from him, and I did everything I could. You know what I mean? So do you? All right. So do you mean support like? I'm supporting her because she she came clean, or like saying that like I believe them, but I just don't know. She's more likable, but I just feel like she took responsibility for it in the end. But Erica, she's just her whole like not caring and not wanting to give the earrings back when they're goddamn earrings. Like, why wouldn't you give or holding them up? Just all the way she acted in the end. Do I see a little bit of a different side of Erica? Yeah. But do I trust her? No. I just feel like she's still trying to snow us, and Shaw's not. And that's why I would support her more. Well, who would you support? I think that Meredith sees Jen. I think she likes her. She knew she made a mistake. And I think that she's doing it to make Lisa jealous as well. Definitely. And I think Lisa's friendship with Whitney is bullshit. I think Lisa has motives behind everything she does. And I also think that the housewives know that if one season they're enemies with somebody, they change it up the next season and become friends with them. It happens all the time. So I think that they know that that's going to be something when it's the complete opposite of what we've been seeing. It's like, holy crap, how did that happen? Let's watch. So I feel like when they don't have too much of a storyline, or they feel like they won't have much of a storyline, Whitney, that they're going to do that. And I think that they do this. It happens a lot. Like we always see, like with Heather, this is season 3, right? I always say there's a second season curse. I'm like, what could Heather Gay go wrong? What could go wrong? So, like with her and Whitney, I really believed in the very beginning that Heather was this true friend, and her and Whitney were really that close, and like nothing could ever, they're very logical. They don't, they don't fault each other for stuff. So like, what could have gone wrong? So now I'm looking at it like, okay, they just read the handbook. Like they're just doing what all the other housewife shows do. They start drama with each other. Like that. Oh, that's what I think is going on here. I feel like Salt Lake, we had such a strong start, and it's still kind of going strong, that like they're just following the handbook. I don't think anybody on that show is real friends with anybody. I think they're all fake friends, and I feel like they definitely Lisa's not a friend to anybody. I think she likes and loves people, but I just feel like she comes first. She's a selfish friend. So I think that Heather, what do you guys think about, like, so what Whitney did, I applaud her for doing that with the Mormon church. I don't understand why she would have to why do you have to be a part, whatever they were doing, that whole thing, that whole piece of paper to get them off the list. Well, I thought you would do that anyway if you're excommunicated, whatever. So Heather to say that she wouldn't do that, I thought like why? Like why not? Like, why do you still, I don't know. I just feel like she's doing that because of her family. I understand that, but like, if she believes that stuff, then why did you leave them? I don't know. Why did you leave the church? I don't know. So what do you guys think about that? I guess this is kind of like, not a recap, but like, I always say that, but with whose side, I don't know. This is another thing too. Like I believe, and that's what I've always believed, Elaine. It's just crazy because how did Tom get away with it for so long? I don't understand. It's like, read me this. Has coordinator Shaw? He has not. Shaw has said nothing. Coach Shaw has said nothing, which is crazy. Because now, oh my God, Joe, good one. Because of her coming out and saying she did this, why aren't they apologizing? Oh my God, good one. Huh, really? That's a good one, Joe. Good one. Good one. I wonder why. She went in hiding too. Which I understand. Prison time? As much as I know she did it to herself, knowing that you're facing probably 15 years, 7, 10, 15. Wow. Good one, Joe. Wow. Now I wonder, and now I want to know what he thinks too. Like, I want to know what he thinks about this. I don't expect her to talk to us. She's got enough on her mind, but like, I wonder when he goes away, when she goes away, maybe when she goes in, he'll do that. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't apologize now. And now I wonder if she pleaded guilty, if they can now get their money back, the victims, if they can like find a way to get their money. I don't know. I mean, I wonder how that all works. Don't step on here. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and I feel like too, like again, I don't think any of them are real friends. Like I just don't, and I feel like they're doing that the housewife thing. What do you guys think? There she is. Hi, Twitter people, I see you. Yeah, this. I feel like I don't know. I thought this would go on longer, but I really don't have much. Like honestly, like I can't wait for tonight. Oh yeah. So Whitney, there was something about tonight. They had the preview for this episode, right? That's what I'm talking about with Whitney. I just don't like her this season. I stopped liking her. I think Coach is trying not to get sued like Erica. Yeah, maybe. I mean, he hasn't said anything at all, but it's hard because, you know, you want to, he's being a good husband, I think. Whether he believed in the beginning that she did it, I don't think he believed her. I just think that he knew that she was guilty and he was just trying to support her until she gets away. And probably still support her. I mean, imagine if you didn't know. I don't think he did, because if he knew, we would have to believe, right, that two parents of the same family were willing to risk their entire life to go away and lose everything. You really think two people are going to like do that? Two parents would do that with right? Two parents would do that? Like, that's crazy to me, especially with when he pretty much has, I think, integrity. I just feel when he found out at Rox's World, and maybe he's not ready to, I don't know. That is a good one, Joe. All right, premiere for next week. Like, how come Bravo hasn't taken Jen off the thing yet? You always say that, Aaron. I believe Erica knew, but not Coach. It's two different. It is two different. It's apples and oranges to me. It was because literally, Eric. I mean, Shah wasn't like stealing the money and giving it to Shah. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't receiving any of the stolen money. He didn't see it. Like, it wasn't going through his thing. You know what I mean? He was out and away. He was away when she was doing all this. That's what I'm saying, Joe. That's what I mean. Like, I'm with you with this. I'm with you. I just think that he's going to go. Oh, he's going to be shocked probably forever. I think that I don't know. If he didn't believe her, then yeah, he's probably going to be shocked for the rest of his life. I just don't know. How do I know that though? What do you mean, Joe? That he was shocked? Or how do we know that she wasn't funneling money or whatever through him? I think the feds would have found a lot of stuff, or whoever would have found a lot of stuff on him, and they would have done something by now if they could have found, like, if they had anything. Like, I'm not saying that prove it in court he did it, but we can't prove it in court. I think that there would have been. We have no, like, I don't know. I can't, like, I just feel like I don't believe it because it's not the same thing. It's not because I think I'm picking one over the other and they're the same. If it was the same exact situation, then maybe. How do you know that Jen was giving Coach Shah money? I don't know that she was giving him money. I'm sure he benefited from it, but I don't think he, like, you know, he wasn't going through a company on a piece of paper. Like, he didn't put $25 million into one of his, you know what I mean? Do I think that he could have made more attention to the money she was spending? Yeah. Do I think that she probably could have talked him out of believing anything that the FA, you know, they say, like, you know, how she went to court and they said, you're doing this, stop doing it. I think that she could say, you know, in bad business practices, hon, I'm sorry, I just did the wrong, you know, they have different laws and, you know, or how do you know? I don't know. We don't know that. I don't think, no, I think he was in law school before she was doing the, it was way before 10 years ago. So she's only doing it for like 10 years. Sorry, guys. He did benefit from it because He lived with her, but I don't think he unknowingly benefited from it. I do think he should have paid more attention to what she was spending, because it was kind of a little bit ridiculous that he makes only $300,000 a year, and she would spend just 50 of it just on assistants and stuff and parties. Erica, who's a 25 million loan. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much more stuff that Erica was involved in with that money than there's nothing that says that Shah, who knows? I just feel like he tried to divorce her at one point. We don't know why. Then he didn't. And then this happened. So maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe he found it for her. But I also feel like him not saying anything is better than denying or denying it or whatever. This is like what Erica does. And I feel like, no, this is what I feel about Erica. I feel like she found out, either she knew in the beginning or she found out somewhere in the middle or towards the end. And I think that Tom promised her, she was okay with it because Tom promised her he would always make it right with the victims. He would always make sure they got their money no matter what. I don't think she knew he was screwing them as hard as he was, and that it was coming towards the end, or she wouldn't have been like flaunting all the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's a possibility. I thought about that. Like, why would she flaunt the money if she knew it was stolen, right? But I feel like she believed that Tom would always make it right. And then when he's got old or sick or whatever he is, because I do believe he has issues. He got old. I mean, I feel like he couldn't keep up, and I don't think she knew that he wasn't keeping up. And then she started to realize, oh God, we're in trouble. The scam that he's running is going to get us caught. And what do I do? And she kind of knew. And I also feel like how, if I were her, I'd be looking at the partners and stuff going like, how the hell did all you people not figure this out? Or you were probably in on it. So do I think they got to blame just her? No. But on another hand, when you receive stolen property, whether you know about it or not, you have to pay it back and you have to give it back. Do you have to be sorry about it? No. But we want her to be sorry. We want her to be sorry. But thing with Shah, you know, I don't even know if we have like victims that are coming forward. And I know that there's like computer or credit card scamming and stuff. And I know that they have to get a certain amount of money back. But I feel like, yeah, he probably should have said something. You're right. I do. Do I think that's proof that he knew about it? No, I just think it's proof that maybe a lawyer told him not. I don't know why a lawyer would tell them not to tell him not to say anything. I definitely think he should have said something from now. Oh, he was so special. Erica's like, you can't. Erica directly done it. This is crazy. I just feel like they need to be. Why is she still like on the show? Because if she goes away for 11 years, do you really think the show's going to be there in 11 years? Are we going to wait for her for that long? And what's the show going to look like for 11 years? It'd be crazy if she came back. Even if she goes away for 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, you know? At this point, we know she committed a crime. Can we just get rid of her? And that's it. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, let's move on. What do you guys think about Angie? All right, Kitty, we got to go. We got to go to site. What do you guys think about Angie, the new chick? Is she the new chick or no? I said that, but is she, though? Or is she just the party? I think that the party, what do I think, too, the party? I think the party was modest. It was generous of that person to do that. And I think it was better than, you know, it wasn't her freaking out. Anybody caused the scene. Hi. She made that speech and it was nice. She kind of admitted that was probably going to be like the last thing. And hi. And I think, you know, she's new. This is Sterling Murray. We rescued her. Yeah, no opinion of Angie. Is that the same Angie that was at the restaurant or whatever? Or no, or like the restaurant stuff last year? Do we know this Angie? I think if she was a little loud, a little like, see me, but I feel like she's a nice person. I think that we need, did you guys miss Mary? I forgot to ask you that. Did you guys miss Mary? I didn't miss her. I didn't miss her because I didn't miss her. I forgot about her almost. I forgot we had her last season. Nothing ever came of that, huh? She didn't get any charge, nothing. She just kind of all went away. And that's the thing. If they stay off of social media and they stop dragging on, eventually we forget about it. We haven't heard we haven't talked about Mary since, you know, you're being crazy. Stop. You're not going to stop. Yeah. It was crazy. I was like, oh, Mary, I totally had forgotten about Mary. And somebody after the episode premiered, just saw it like even days later, somebody asked about Mary. I was like, oh, Mary, I forgot about Mary. I'm like, man, like, So maybe we wouldn't. I think the shows might do well without Erica and Lisa. Like, maybe we don't need all these like crazy personalities. But I feel like we need some new blood on Salt Lake. We're definitely going to need new blood. I think we need somebody. Definitely got to replace Shaw. We definitely have to replace Mary. I think Meredith, Lisa stay. I'm starting to really get. Well, Whitney's getting on my nerves, but she's good entertainment because she's not dangerous. She's just stupid. I hate to say that. She's just dumb. But I want her to like come out and just be like, I want her and Heather to make up. I don't understand what's going on with them. I want them to stay though. But there's 4 I want to stay. I can deal with Barlow. I think that it'll be nice to see how she navigates the thing with Meredith, how this plays out. If she ever, what happens with that. You're so pretty. Here's this. What are you showing off? She's laying on her back. You guys just hear she's so cute. Yeah, good Miss Mary. Angie, yeah. And I maybe like, we need somebody like Heather's friend or something. Like somebody that's friends with Heather. You know what I mean? Or maybe like Heather's sister. Because I feel like Heather's like, so I feel like Heather hanging out with Lisa is pretty, I want to hang out with the cool girl. The cool girl finally wants to hang out with me. Like, and I'll ditch everybody for the cool girl. But that's how I feel. I feel like she wanted to be part of Lisa's crowd so bad. Lisa was the cool girl in school. And that the second Heather had, a chance for Lisa to meet her, she ditches other people. Maybe I feel that way. Because she's like, oh, Lisa needed me. It's like, she called you Trek. She said the nastiest things about you. And then she didn't even take your advice. Like, I feel like that Heather kind of sold out. She's a sellout. And it's like, man, you're so strong in all the other parts of your life. Like you walk away from the Norman church, you walk away from your husband, you put yourself out there, but then you sell out to somebody. Maybe because she's being a good person, but the way that she was like talking, it was like crazy. Okay. Krista, no, it's off topic. Do you have any new tea on the Gorga's relationship with Teresa? No, I don't. Just I haven't seen anybody. They're not talking. I know that they're definitely not. There's no relationship with them right now at all between them. I do know that. And I do believe that it's Teresa's fault. Not Teresa's fault. I feel like it's that Melissa and Joe would be willing to get back into family relationship. I feel like they would stop. That they're willing to move on and be in Teresa and Louie's life. But Teresa would have to stop the bullshit. She'd have to stop talking crap on her podcast. She'd have to stop. She'd have to apologize, basically. Yeah, I think that the Gorgas and Melissa, and then I don't think they're doing it for the show. I don't think they would do it to be on the show. I don't think that the show has anything to do with the relationship anymore. Like I said, Joe and Melissa don't need the show. They don't need the money. They have enough money. I just feel like if they're off the show, it's not going to be because Teresa said so or gave them some type of ultimatum. She didn't do that. Yeah. But I feel like, Teresa's holding on to some shit that's like, why are you mad? I'd be mad. They should be upset with her. Hey, even if you're both upset with each other, at this time they're family and they're still not talking. I don't think it's Louie. I think Teresa's she's got some issues to work out. And you know what? She lost both her parents and she got out of prison. So maybe she needs a couple of years to come back to reality. I mean, that does shit to you, You just want to be at that point. You didn't have freedom for so long. And, you were basically for, your other marriage. And she's really protective of her happiness. But like me, she gets mad at stuff that and holds on to it. And I just don't understand why she's still so angry with them. Now, she's saying she's willing to move on, but that's not the case. I know that she's not. And, yeah. So, do I think it has nothing to do with her not being in the wedding? Melissa didn't care about that. But there was so much crap that happened that shouldn't even really have affected it. Anyway. What's going on? I know, Terry. I think that she's probably trying to type. But yeah. I'm excited for this season of Salt Lake. But we've already we already kind of know what happens. I'm annoyed. Like, we were into a drinking game last week. Not drinking, smoking and drinking game. Every time Shaw said she wasn't guilty, drink. She honestly didn't say it that much. She only said it 3 times. I know she's so cute. A kitty cat. But do you have anyone who's really this season? Do I think? Yes, I do, only because I see her friendship with Lisa. I mean, with Whitney failing or whatever, and Lisa not having Lisa not having her friend. So yeah, I think it because I think Lisa's a user and she just wants a friend, and I think that she wants to get close to Meredith. She wants her friend back, so she's going to do. Even though she's saying stuff that's like, if I saw it back now, I'd be like, well, no, we're not friends. But I think that she's doing it, and I think because Lisa's using her. And Shaw's going away, so that's a friend. They're down one friend. I think it's crazy they don't talk to Mary. I think that they should talk to Mary. I don't know. I mean, we said Mary was all these things, and we thought all these charges were going to come out against her, and they didn't. I think it's kind of sad. Would you guys want Mary back? Can you stop stepping on my thing? Would you guys want Mary back, guys? I think she was good TV. I always liked Mary. I kind of stuck up for her for a little bit. I don't think I ever really. No. You don't think they'll be friends, Joe? Is everything new too? Do you think that? Do you think they're gonna have? Do you think Shaw and who's she friends with again? Meredith. Do you think Shaw and Meredith will stay friends? I don't. I feel like Shaw's going away, and I don't think any of them are going to be. I mean, obviously, I don't think they're going to go visit her or anything like that. So, I mean, then I guess that's kind of irrelevant. It's just like I don't feel bad for her because she did it herself. But I know what her facing so much time. I just wish she would have spent the last year like kind of spending Mother's Day with her family or something. You know what I mean? She spent Mother's Day with these people. And it's her last one. It was her last one with her family. Like, I think she could have spent a lot more time with her family. But hey, it's filming too. Like, it's just crazy. That's a lot of time, guys. Man, that's a lot of time. You're showing your face, huh? I wish you would stop stepping on that. She's. I think based on Lisa's reactions, yeah. You don't think her and Heather are getting along? Oh. You know what? I watched What Happens Live, didn't I? Yeah. You know what? And they didn't have the after show yet either. Usually the after show, you see them doubling down on stuff or not. Lisa, stop blaming. Lisa does have a problem with accountability. I don't care what she's like. She brought it up, but she does. And it's like she knew she had, like with Erica. Erica said some nasty things to Jax, and she knew she had to take accountability. You have to. Lisa knew she had to, but Chris, she took it back almost. Like it was crazy. I was like, oh, Jesus, here we go, Lisa. I was like, please, I wanted her to come in on it with this and be like, I am so sorry. I meant absolutely none of that. I was angry at somebing else, somebody else, because she has no valid reason to be mad at Meredith and feel that way. So I think that she could have came in there and said something happened and it threw her off. Not, I kept hearing repeatedly, you weren't my friend. Like, why do you need her to tell you who your friends are? I think that she should just, say you're sorry and don't give any goddamn excuse. You don't mean it. That's not how you feel. I take it back. Tell everybody that's not true. Everybody would understand. Everybody rages at some part. Since she is a star, she's so pretty. Sterling Murray. See, she loves House Cat Life. Oh my God. She was outside. She's only, they said probably like 16 to 24 weeks. She had a little bit of a cold. She got rid of that. And now she's all purring. She's all white. But she went right to the litter box. She eats it. She literally has she loves life now. She's the most lovable cat I've ever had. Something was different about her. I have the other outside cats, but she was hanging around and she's a kitten. And I've never had a kitten before. I've never had kittens out there. And she just kept looking at me. She jumped up on my lap a few times. And I was like, oh my God. I said, Jesus. Like, I thought maybe she was somebody's cat. But no. Took her to the thing. $200 later, here she is. A week later, oh, she's like loving life. And her and the other cat go along. But Meow Meow's like, Meow Meow just sleeps all the lot, wherever she is. This one, she's like, she explores the house all day. She sleeps in my bed. She just loves it. Yesterday, when I was getting ready to do this, when I was going to do it, she was like, oh, she was all about it. It was really cute too. She's really alert. Like, so I had this on and I put one of Adam's pre-records on. She stops in her tracks, comes back and sits, and I had some of it on recorded, and she sits in front of it and just like stares at Adam. She was like mesmerized. And it's weird because like she was over here. She was like, wasn't even near it. She wasn't even near, well, she was over like paying attention to something else and she heard his voice. And she's like, what's that? And she came over and she's like, I was like, oh my God, that is so cute. I want to see if she'll do it today. And it was really cute. I was like, wow. She didn't do it for anybody else's stuff. And I was like, oh my God. I don't know if she felt, maybe because they're so perceptive, maybe she felt my energy, how much I love him. And when I watch him, how much, I look at him like, oh, I love him. He's my friend. He's great. You know what I mean? She might have felt my energy towards him, because her and I are so connected, and maybe she figured it out. You know what I mean? Maybe she felt it. Am I right? See? She said I was right. I'll put Adam on and see if she does it today. But yeah, see how lovable she is? She bites me and stuff. No, you guys, listen, like, we all have, I do this because I love opposing opinions. That's why it's like, whose side are you on? With this, stop biting me. I know you never gotta love. I don't like the love bites. I do this because I want everybody else's opinion. I like when I realize, guys, I realize that I'm not always right. Like, and it's my logic. I didn't realize that logic was different for everybody else. I thought logic was the same for everyone, and it's not. Here, Kate, let me show everybody that you're being how steely you'll be in. Oh, good herself. There she is. Say hi, everyone. Stop. Oh, guys. Oh, my God. I lost Jess. Uh-oh, hold on. I lost Jess. What you doing to me? You're messing up. There you go. There, you can look in the camera, but you can't step on stuff. Guys, she's killing me. Stop, psycho. She's crazy. She's so alert. But yeah, she's like nosy too. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? Where did that light come from? Show everybody over your green eyes. Yeah, it was really cute. Stop stepping on it. All right, I love you. But anyway, why does Lisa be okay? Lisa, I think based on her tagline, the Meredith stabbing her. It is a direct assault. It is. Because Lisa's trying to justify her thing and her not justify what she's doing. I don't think Meredith would ever stab her in the back. That's not stabbing somebody in the back. That's basically, and then do I think that the stuff's true that she's saying, Meredith? No, I think that she's making it up. I mean, the SEC filing is true, but I think that the other stuff about her being a prostitute's made up, but about Lisa being a prostitute's made up. But hey, like she said, that's what she heard. So yeah, that is a direct assault. So you're right. It's like, at least it's saying too that she did it. Like there was nobody in the room. There was a producer in it. She didn't know she was mic'd. Just say you knew you were mic'd. You know you have a mic on you. Just say you didn't know it was on. Okay, just say that. The lies get on my nerves. And it's like, does that even matter though? Like, if you're sorry because you got caught is what you're saying. You're sorry you got caught. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good season. And I said, like Mary. I mean, the Mary stuff last season was just. Did she make the season? Do you guys think? No, not really. But I didn't hate her. I liked her. I felt bad for her, but I think that she would have a bigger, maybe without the other drama, we could really. Maybe we get to see a different side of Mary. Because I noticed when people are receptive to being her friend, she was normal, kind of. Like, she wasn't as, I don't know. I'm like, I feel like, I'm like, with my opinions now, I'm like, I feel like, I don't know. People always tell me I'm wrong, so. But, now, do we know? So, I guess the season. She's going to go away during the season, right? No, she's not, because they're not filming, right? I don't know. I don't know if it's on camera when she pleads guilty. I don't know if they've taped that part. Oh, thanks, Aaron. For you. I love when me and Aaron not that I like when we disagree, but I hear a different perspective than mine because I didn't realize until I started doing this. Because I'll hear. The other day, somebody was, Zach. Zach was saying something. Oh, no, we're talking on DM. And I said, you know what? I love you to death and I appreciate. I said, I never realized how much we disagree. But I said, I appreciate you and Aaron a lot because I actually like I said, I'm going to admit that I actually like when I hear your guys' reasoning when you don't agree with me, it makes sense. And I appreciate it. Right. That's what I'm saying. And I was like, I think we all have good points. It's just our perspective on it, you know? And then Zach's like, I appreciate that. I said, no, seriously. It's like you and Aaron have the same opinions and like, they're never matching with mine. But I like to hear them. I hear their reasoning and it makes sense to me too. Like you said, it's different perspectives on it. And every time I do it, I get tired, but Go ahead. I know. I love Zach too. I felt it the other day. I hadn't talked to anybody in a long time. I sent him a message. I was like, I miss you and I love you. And then, you know, but I love you guys for showing up. And I'm back, I hope. And I love this kit, but I wish you'd stop sitting on my thing. Yeah. I was going to do something later, maybe. I don't know. I got to do like Married at First Sight, Sister Wives. Who wants to do Aaron, Sister Wives? Oh, okay. Maybe I should get ready for that next. Oh, Kelly. Is it because of his charm, Kelly? He's a millennial and he's he likes the validation, but we love him. Yes. Oh my God, Aaron, watch it. It's so good. Aaron, you have to watch it. All right. If you're gonna watch it now, I'll wait because this episode is unreal. I was like shocked. And I was like, and I knew right then and there Christine made the right choice. And I'm mad at Mary. And I think Mary's delusional. And I think she's out of her mind. And I think Cody, wait till you stay at Aaron. Wait till you see Cody, what he says. Oh, it's 46 minutes in. That's good. But yeah, Sister Wives Kelly. Oh God, I couldn't believe. I thought Christine at that point. The one, if you guys have, I'm not going to spoil it. I wish Christine would have got up and left. I'm a little. I don't know why her and Janelle cannot remain close. You know, at least her and Janelle. I understand why she wouldn't remain close with Robin. I understand why she wouldn't remain close with Robin and Cody. But I think her and Janelle, and I'm not going to give anything away, but watching her and Cody, Janelle and Cody communicate, I think that Janelle and Cody, I think Janelle's fine. I feel like there's no issues in their marriage, or maybe Janelle's more okay with certain things. But I feel like they might have a decent marriage because I thought Janelle was going to leave him. Okay, good, Aaron. I'll wait for you because I need to talk about it. You're gonna see. Oh yeah. Yes. That. And the thing with his kids, like, oh my heart. Oh, I'm trying not to say anything, but oh my heart, like. See, I'm not. This is the thing. All right, we'll talk about it for the next 5 minutes. I know Joe's probably like, I don't want to hear about this. I am going to do a live later, definitely. Yeah, all right. I won't say anything about it. I'll wait till after. But I thought about, I thought about that family. Like, I watched them from day one, and it took me basically till maybe last season or 2 seasons ago to accept that they're all happy and it's healthy and everything's great. And then when they moved to Flagstaff, I was like, but I would say now, what happens, say that one of the wives needs you. Like, there's days I need my husband here, like every single, I need him here. I need him, for more than 5 days in a row. Say that happens. What do you do? Then COVID hit. What was he supposed to do? How did that work with Pelican's family? And it didn't. So that's why I was like, okay. But him and when they were in, I'm not going to talk about it. I'll wait. That's what I think, Kelly, too. Definitely. No, I couldn't. But no, and it's a shame. And I said a lot of their kids seem very like well adjusted and all, but the ones that were still living at home, I just feel they just might be used to him by now. And that whole COVID thing, man, that sucked for them. And I really feel like, I keep saying I'm not going to talk about it, but screw it. When they were back at the cul-de-sac, if Christine wasn't happy then like she said, she hasn't been happy in a long time. And I'm happy for her for leaving. And I feel bad that it took her this long. She went this long without being happy. But do you think I wonder if Coach is going to divorce her when she goes away? That's what I want to say. Maybe he's not saying anything because he's just done after this. Yeah, Joe, that's a good point, man. Good point. It's weird because I didn't think of that. Like, and then she hasn't even really apologized for admitting, like I said, she's got a lot on her mind, but I think some type of apology, even to us for lying to us. you know? But okay. I love you guys. Oh, so yeah, this is when I see you guys on Twitter. Thank you guys, everybody. Seriously, like I'm so excited that so many people showed up for me anyway, and the one that was on earlier. Sorry, I'm still getting back into. To be honest with you guys, I'll be honest with you. I got the C word. Okay, got the C word. Fine. 2.5 years later, I haven't been sick in probably 15 years, and me and my husband both got that. It started out when I took the break. It was my father-in-law's really sick. He's home, basically sick, hospice and all that. Still going on. That started that, and then him and I got sick, and then I was mentally I wasn't there, and then so that's why I was gone for so long. But for this many people to show up, I love it and I appreciate it, and I missed you guys, and I'm excited. And I had FOMO a lot, and I kept saying, Erin, small goals, like I'll try, and I would say it, and then I wouldn't be able to. Even yesterday, I was so excited to come on, and then at the last minute, I was like, I couldn't find a laptop charger, and I'm like, forget it. But yeah, I still haven't closed my pool, and it's October because I refuse. Not that I'm swimming in it, but my plants are still out there, and I have to do something with them. I'm so excited. Thanks, Erin. I appreciate you. Definitely. And everybody, honestly, you guys stayed in touch with me this whole time. And I told my husband, it's crazy because you guys don't have to. You guys don't have, you do it because you want to. And I'm like, he's like, why can't you just accept that people like you? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, babe, this whole time they were reaching out to me, and I was, it was crazy. It does take the wind out of yours. It does. And I kept saying, they don't have to even tell me any of this stuff. And he goes, well, what do you mean? They don't have to, they want to. And I'm like, I know, he's like, just accept it. I'm like, I'm trying. But it made me feel good. And I appreciate it because I don't, I have friends obviously, but they know me, and they just know how to, they can't really notice. You guys noticed because I was there one day and I wasn't, but they know, I go weeks anyway without talking, we all do that. So they don't really notice unless, I tell them. So, and I usually don't because they've been going through this with me for so long that it's just not worth it. There's nothing they can do, and it makes everybody feel bad. So, but it was killing me not to be with you guys. I was like, and I was like, oh, time's gone by. I have to do the podcast. I have to do this. I'm losing everybody. But yeah, thank you. I know, that was crazy. That's what I think too, Terry. It was crazy because she's so alert. So she watches TV. She watches TV for hours. And I'm like, why didn't she, you think the cat would be asleep just laying there. And I look at her and she heard literally her eyes. And then she watches me around the room. And yeah, she's really, I feel like she can hear me. I feel like she, yeah. And Erin too, we both went through something pretty horrible, but, yeah. Thank you, Erin, yes, I appreciate you guys. So it made me feel good. And it was like I said, I didn't really expect a lot of people to show up today, but I appreciate this. And I think, yes, watch Sister Wives, please. And I'm always here for you too. I hope you know that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to put this on TikTok. That's another thing, and in the meantime, I did, so the phone, I did break my phone again. So yeah, I dropped it in the water, and then it came back to life, and I really broke it. So I have another new phone. So that would be 8 in a year. But okay, I'm eating gummy bears. All right, guys, I'm gonna go watch Sister Wives. I'll say 4 o'clock maybe, or maybe before that. Let me know when you're done. Yeah. We'll come back and talk about it. But so comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And I'll see you in a couple hours. Thanks, guys. I love you.